The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
It's late December, and winter has settled upon Cold Rocks like a dark, grey shroud. The leaden sky sprinkles a layer of grimy snow onto the streets and creates a chill that settles into your bones and spirit, except for you, because you're in cold effects. It's clear that the people of the city feel it too, and they huddle into coats and scarves, scuttling about their business, scarcely even looking up at the grey sky above. Night is coming. Eventually, I suppose it's morning now. But night is coming. It's with a K. It seems little to look forward to except another evening, patrolling the streets, looking for signs of trouble, which have become increasingly common, but really, what can you do? It's the morning of the 24th. We've skipped some days, you've done some stuff. It's... who wants to wake up first?
That's good. The things I skipped was buying presents for my family.
You didn't do that.
Oh!
Why would you do that?
Exactly. I wouldn't.
At what time?
6.
Do I hear 5:50? 5:50. Do I hear 5:50? 5:50 from anyone? How about 5 o'clock? How about 5 o'clock, you fat, useless cow?
You gotta get up for that military training.
I'm not fat and useless and real guy.
It's Monday.
Wouldn't Lionel want early Christmas sales?
No? What's that?
Oh.
Okay, 6 o'clock. You wake up. Your butler comes into the room looking a little limp, a little dim in the shoulders. Good morning, sir. Your breakfast tray. Puts your tray down, which contains toast, eggs, stack of bacon, some pancakes and a bottle of sauce, and a little glass of orange juice.
Something wrong, Charles?
No, sir. Would sir like the curtains opened into the dreary morning, or would you rather I engage the lights?
The curtains will be fine.
Very good, sir. He drags the curtains open with a weary sigh. Outside it is miserable and grey, even though your lawn is a white blanket with common peasant serfs out there trying to do their jobs.
What are they trying to do?
Well, the groundskeeper and the gamekeeper are currently arguing over who gets to beat up the animal who escaped. One of your peacocks is loose, you see.
It's the white one, so it's really hard to see right.
Whiz peacock.
Is there anything happening today, Charles?
No, sir. Well, this evening, Mr. Smar's Expire completion due is on, and you still have not selected a young tart to take.
No, that totally slipped my mind.
Very good.
That's unfortunate.
Shall I call one of your super friends?
I'm sure I can figure something out.
Of course, sir.
Do you have the paper?
Oh, yes, I do, sir. Of course, sir. Yes, the one newspaper that was delivered by the urchin who delivers the papers.
What happened to the urchin?
He pedalled off on his wretched contraption. It's readable.
Okay. Thanks, Charles.
Yes.
Sounds like covered in blood. It's like super nice.
I'm sure it's just strawberry jam.
Destructo robot seen in city. Sightings of robots witnesses say belong to Dr. Destructo continue to mount up, although no reporter or authority figure has cited one. Triple H, the game, the King of Kings, the Cerebral Assassin responded to the reporters with, "A lot of people in the WWE universe are saying they've seen these robots around, but no one here has laid eyes on them." Local high schooler footballer stays home. Roderick Hot Rod Hardridge didn't come to the practice games for his team 3 times in a row, citing depression, leaving RMN High School without their starting quarterback. Model employee. Guess which rising model in the fishing catalog and winter clothing bargain sale catalogs is supplementing her income with a menial scut job? It's Russian hottie who isn't as pretty as she thinks, Svetlana Severnaya. It seems the arrogant little princess isn't as desirable as she thinks, needing to work as a simple counter girl at local nerd shop, Deck of Many Things. This reporter concludes that it is evidence she can't cut it as a model. Suicide at all-time high. Each year at the start of winter, people get grumpier and more depressed. This improved when spring rolls around, but over time people have been getting more ill-tempered and selfish. There's no way out of the human condition, I guess. However, for the 56th year running, suicide rates have reached a new high, particularly among menial job havers, such as retail, press printers, labourers, and those who feel there is no hope or way out. The dreary times affect many people differently, and it seems, with the misery increasing, it is truly the season to be grumpy. Oh crap. Crap is upgrading its shit. New equipment and modifications to sub-functional gear is finally coming down the pipe. A pity crap can't replace the sub-functional people populating its ranks. Sadly, the world will never know how heroic, competent officer Simon Trent might have turned it around. I guess there's really no hope for anything good. SMAR party to go ahead. Despite a section of the science laboratories dissolving in an accident which harmed no one and would have delayed construction by a week under any normal circumstances.
That's how you guys solved his thing.
Okay. The spire is... Did I get all the shit out of Goodman's lab?
Yes.
Okay. The spire is complete.
Except for one thing. I'll get to that after this.
And copulating Toblerone Anthony Smar is set to win his wager at the commissioning party to be held within tonight. Who will Thomas Drake bring? And what will enticing caramel Anthony Smar do with the printing press? Evson more curious as to why erogenous caramel Anthony Smart is having a party when no one is in the mood for it. Alley Oops. Red faction and blue faction remnants battled their way into a nexus of alleys in the city, known locally as Buntown.
Oh no.
Their bodies were found later last evening by police who reported the incident then went silent. 2 police officers are reported to be found anchored to the walls near the alley entrances by bent horseshoes of rebar. What is going on in these alleys, and who cares? Fuck those guys.
Wow. Is this the Warrior or the Post?
This is the Post.
Oh, wow.
And now we're getting into an article I can't read again. So, like, games cause death and violence. If you die in the game, you die for real. That is what people are saying about violent video games now. The pretense that video games are harmless, purported by Xander Magruder, who lied all over Washington to promote the murder training simulators as simple pastimes. Several youths have been found dead at their consoles after having died in the game. Others will no doubt go on to shoot their friends at school with no other motivation and common factor. Only video games. Food lines longing. So many people can't afford commercial food, with over 90% of food gone thanks to mutants. The poor and middle class have been joined by even lower upper class toffs on the government food lines. Almost all food businesses have closed doors, and the buildings are now appropriated by big government to look after us, dubbed Government FUD.
Food.
Government food.
But you can call it FUD if you want, I like it better.
By many, this local grade food is passed out by allotment. It's flavourless if you are lucky. If you don't want government FUD, there are still a few Chinese takeaways still operating somehow. Pet disappearances on the rise. Kids and old grannies are missing their pets. It's an epidemic. They complain, but nobody listens. Nobody can walk out. Oh my god. Just a bit of a Freudian slip there.
That was unintentional.
Who is stealing pets from indoors, or why outdoor pets are running away? Imagine losing your little doggy. It's enough to make you kill yourself, so do it. Do it, faggot, and hero.
So are they getting cooked by Asians? Now I have to...
So, Kung Pao chicken.
You mean dog?
Come Pao kitten.
Jesus.
What, you wanted shorter news?
This is longer!
It's not! It just literally isn't!
This
The last one had a picture in it that's worth 1,000 words!
Oh my god. Oh, this bloodstain could be a picture.
It isn't though. It's actually just a printing press worker who killed themselves on the presses and no one could be fucked removing the blood. So that's how it ended up in your paper. He's still there. It's just too hard to remove him. Eventually he'll
Well,
blow away.
if you stop the presses, it takes like 3 hours to get it back
It
going.
really
again.
does.
Is it just me, or is the Cold Rock's Post's quality getting even worse than before?
Is anyone really surprised those shitbags can't put two words together? Fuck those guys.
What?
Sir, would be delighted to know that I have finished repairing his suit after the encounter with Mr. Magruder. After all, when you cleared out that lab, he broke free, yo, and wrecked up the place. Holy shit, you should have seen it.
I did.
Of course, sir.
Do you have any idea where he is now?
I believe he bounded off across the rooftops, according to your last report, saying, "Ha ha 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 ha, you will all pay for this."
Okay.
It is a pity Dr. Goodman turned evil right before you were able to complete that chemical that would undo his astronomical evil powers.
It seems like
One must wonder why anyone bothers at all. Oh, good news, sir. Cook is over their flu and will be able to continue their excellent duties preparing your food. I know assistant cook wasn't quite up to your standards.
No, this is fine.
Very good. I will pass on your adequacy.
Thank you, Charles.
Shall
Make
I
sure you get
prepare
some
the
rest.
bathroom?
No, I can do that myself.
Yes, of course, sir. He'll slowly schlep out of the room like the most depressed suicide victim waiting to happen that you've ever seen.
I swear it wasn't as bad yesterday.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Well, not quite this bad. Well, it was getting there. And the day before, a little bit. It's just increasing over time, slowly. Well, I don't know the future.
I gotta get ready to go to work.
Okay. Are you wearing your fancy work suit or your fancy work suit today? With the fleece lining.
The one with the fleece lining, I think.
Okay. Black it is.
What a shock! Who could have predicted?
Because Armani doesn't do a blue suit. I only know that because of the movie. Okay, so you get ready to go to work. Are you driving yourself or are you having driver take you in the limousine?
I'll drive myself.
Very good. Your car has arrived. It arrived yesterday. It's white. It's fancy. It's flash and it's sporty. Sporty.
Still has the new car smell.
There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Okay, that's good.
It's exactly as you ordered.
That is good.
Unless you forget to put the snow tires on.
They foresaw that need. And even if they hadn't, Charles would have.
Yeah.
And then he would have told some scut to put the chain.
Okay.
Right, who's next? Probably about 20 minutes past there.
It'd be me, 6:30.
You've got mail!
Yay.
You wake up, step on the disc, get to your computer, here's your mail.
There are still desks?
No, it's the same disc.
Oh.
The sounds coming from the bathroom indicated as occupied. The sounds of swearing outside indicate that people are beginning their day with shoveling the snow on their sidewalks. Your sidewalk to your door is always clear of snow. Because your sister reprogrammed the cat. Laser beams are essentially very warm concentrations of light, so if diffused,
Yeah.
you essentially just have a tanning lamp. The cat's been clearing the drive.
I know.
And a house that nobody fucks with.
Of course, there's this big long streak of ice patched across the road just down from your drive right now.
Ah, my hip! That's the third hip this week!
Poor Miranda.
not mine. Fortunately, I still have my little doggy.
Or did she land on it? Alright, so if someone's on you in the bathroom, I'll go down and start breakfast. I will try for porridge.
Your mother's watching the television. It is a news report about an increase in suicides. And why nobody cares. Literally, they have psychologists on that are explaining why nobody cares.
Has it been like this the whole time? Like, you know, like the last few days as well? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Morning, Mum.
Oh, thank God you're awake. Good morning.
What do you mean?
I was beginning to think that maybe you'd decide to just sleep all day like you used to before you had the job. But I'm really glad to see you're committing. It's a good sign.
Oh, I've been doing this for almost a year now.
Have you?
Well, 6 months.
How are you feeling in yourself? It's been a while since you've had a checkup. She stands up and comes over, looks into your eyes, peels your eyelids down, puts her hand on your head,
Yeah,
does all the mum things.
I'm fine, Mum.
Yes, you really are, aren't you? I suppose with no school to pretend to be sick so you can play games during, there's no excuse.
No, I get to do that as a job now.
Well, some of us can't play games for a living. Some of us have to make sure everyone in the world is healthy. And they just keep making themselves sicker and sicker. You're lucky you didn't listen to me and become a doctor.
Oh, I don't think I would
Otherwise
have
you'd be
patience.
cutting your wrists open like some of my colleagues did.
What is wrong with it? What is going on?
Same thing every year. You lose a lot of dentists and doctors and things.
It's not
It's
normally
the
this
depression
bad.
of seeing... it's a little worse this year because there's no food or drink for anyone. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be late at the hospital. After you work, I'm going to need you to stand in the food line.
Okay, what do
I
I
know it's going to take a long time, but otherwise we won't have our allotment. Here's the card. Don't lose it, otherwise we don't eat for 3 days. Oh, and tell your sister to stop sneaking biscuits. I know it's her. Nothing goes on here that I don't know about. Now anyway, I have to go. Big smile, Catherine. She'll put her coat on and leave.
Did you hear all that?
Of course I heard all that. Is this supposed to be porridge?
You only just
You haven't
started.
rolled for it yet, have
No, I
you?
haven't.
Roll.
16!
It is porridge. Well,
Damn good porridge too,
That's okay.
because it's 16 plus 7.
That's alright.
It's good porridge for me.
how are you coping?
I'm fine. How are you?
Well, I work for the government, so no lines, food, I'm taken care of. Dad will be getting out of hospital in a few days, so
Oh, good. No, it would be good to catch up with them.
I thought we might have shared dinner.
When's that?
When he gets out, I don't know exactly when.
Well, you have to run it past Mum, because, well, obviously...
Well, yes, of course. Anyway, I've got to go.
Okay.
She
bye.
leaves. A head peeks out from the oven. Is she gone?
What are you doing in
The
there?
door closes and the head backs away.
It's not there anymore.
No. The cupboard opens and she comes out.
What?
What are you looking in the oven for? That's not how you cook porridge. Imbecile.
Why are you wasting all this extra energy for the gimmick?
Can I not have any fun? Oh, let's just not have fun.
Yep.
Okay, I get it. You want one less sister. I can understand that. I mean, I've been nothing but a millstone around your neck.
What are you talking about? You're being a big help.
Yeah, I'm a big help. For all the problems I cause anyway. I
Right.
have to go to
It seems like...
school. Oh shit, no. I'm out with my friends. Yeah, that's it. Friends, all those friends I have. Bye. She walks out.
And my porridge is gone.
Yep.
You goddamn! Roll 20. Oh, sorry. 13, so it's 20.
For
You're making
porridge.
more
Porridge,
porridge.
yeah.
You make good porridge.
So have we all been this depressed?
It's up to you.
Okay.
I don't know how your characters react to this time of year. I know how her character reacts because we did a bit of extra stuff. Because she had a bunch of training to catch up on. Which you failed. Fatty.
Mine as well. I'll send him a message saying I'll catch up with them later. We can play some games.
And you head off to work.
Yeah, I'll also
how
send.
How you getting there?
Same as always, bus.
Okay. The bus pulls up and the doors open. The snow's driving everywhere. Bus driver looks over at you. It's an older black man, sort of like maybe in his 50s. And he looks at you and he's like, oh. Come on.
Oh, damn it. I don't have exact change.
You go. His skin's hanging off him from obviously the lack of food.
Thanks, and I'll go sit down.
Starts pulling out. A car cuts him off. You almost have a crash. Another car drives by going. The bus driver's just like.
Hey, are you alright, sir?
Who cares?
Well, obviously me, I asked.
Do you want me to drive the bus? Do you want me to answer your question? Points up to a sign. Absolutely no talking to bus driver. And underneath someone has written, they're not people. And then underneath that someone else has carved in with like a knife or something. Yeah, fuck those assholes. Someone has taped a little sign to the back of the little window enclosure with the bus driver's in that says faggot and has an arrow pointing up the bus driver's back of the bus driver's head.
Oh my
That's
god.
some bad, dude.
Eventually, the bus drives into town. Everyone's a terrible driver. Some people are even just sliding around on the road because they don't know how to drive in snow.
I mean, who even has tire chains in Nevada?
Everybody.
In Nevada.
In Cold Rocks, it snows every year.
Okay.
Cold Rocks. It's just because of the heat wave and the global warming, the man-made, mutant-made global warming that was the previous problem that people weren't bothering. Eventually it pulls up at your usual bus stop because you pushed the button.
Yep.
And the doors open and you are let out of the bus.
Thank you.
The bus driver puts his hand on it and he says, and so, in the darkness, one ray of hope. And you get out, the doors close, and you hear a and the inside of the bus is showered in blood.
Oh god. Continue on to work.
You get to work. Receptionist looks up and says, oh, you're late?
Yeah, there was a mishap with the bus. Yeah, that's it.
Uh-huh. You gonna clock in at any point?
Yep. Yep.
There's gonna be a staff meeting at 9.
Cool.
Everyone has to attend. You know.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I'll be there. Continue on to my cubicle.
Your boss intercepts you on the way and he's like, hey!
Morning, sir.
Good morning!
Good morning.
Well, thank God there's one person around here who's not a grumpy puss. Carries on to his office.
Is everyone looking at me?
Oh, by the way, those were some good ideas you had at the last developmental meeting. I'm really pleased you're keeping up with that creative spark. I love those ideas. Keep them coming.
Thank you.
because
I know.
good ideas is money.
I know.
New ideas that you didn't steal from anywhere.
See, this is the problem.
Like
How
alternate realities.
can I not steal ideas? The whole thing is, I could go, oh, here's some games.
Yeah.
And then I already know
I recall you did that.
Yes, I've done a few of those.
This is the reason that in this continuity, Mortal Kombat will be released by BioWare.
I know, it's scary, isn't it?
What? Although they might do something better with the sequels.
Oh, good on my
Who's next? You're going to your desk. Everyone's tapping away at their keyboard and drinking heavily,
Well, I'd probably be up by the time he got to work.
like
so-
coffee or liquor. Doesn't matter.
Both.
Sometimes both, but 2 scoops. Who's next? You?
I'd
You?
probably be up by the time he got to work, I would think.
Okay. You wake up. It's freezing cold.
Is the power back yet?
A little bit.
Okay. Is Svetlana there?
Yes.
Besides me?
She's standing at the same place at the window, looking out into the street.
You've been there all night.
Of course I've been here all night, witness to the depravities of humanity in the darkness, in the dimness of the light, when the monster reveals itself from behind the mask of civility and preys upon the weaker. Well, I must go back to consulate, where at least things are outwardly grim and inwardly grim, as opposed to a pretense mask of your society. Thank you for your... Oh, yeah, anytime you use a hero point, you gotta eat one of them.
Oh, he's
Oh,
not going to be
no.
using any hero points.
Except for you, because you're diabetic.
Yay!
I shoot you in the face with Nerf.
God damn it.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'll get up.
she leaves. She leaves your apartment slowly, like the most depressed potential suicide victim you've ever seen.
Have a good day. I'm going to get the communicator
Okay.
and try and contact Xander on it.
Your
No, I
ear
realize.
buzzes if
No,
you're
I
wearing-
realize. I believe on the new one, it's going to go to everybody because we haven't set up a new
No, you haven't.
private function on the here.
Although, if you want to say in the last couple of
I
days
could've
you
done
did
it.
that, then you can have done that.
Okay.
I'm pretty cool. Tell your friends that.
I'll try and contact Xander.
Pick up the phone.
Nice!
Hello? Hello?
Why is there a dial tone in the background?
Oh, I'm just at work. How can you hear it through my ear? Oh, okay.
Have you spoken to River today?
Yes, I did. It was
Is she okay?
not really, but she did say she was. They're going to spend the day with friends, so she'll be all right, hopefully.
Okay.
What? Why?
Well, she contacted me yesterday and was wondering where you were, and she seemed unusually depressed. And
It seems everyone's like that.
This happens this time every year. Although this is worse than normal. Probably because of what you did.
It'd be the other way around. If it was, so if it was still hot, people would be happy.
Probably they'd be dying in the streets.
Well, they wouldn't be killing themselves.
To be killed.
I just thought I should tell you.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'll have to have a chat with her after I get home tonight.
Okay. Have a good day.
You too.
I'll see you later.
See ya.
And then I'll basically get dressed and ready for work. I'll see if there's anything on the answering message machine or.
At least if I go through and try
Oh,
and find if I made any personal calls.
Is the machine. Hello, machine. Please to tell doctor that there will be no family dinner on Friday. We do not have sufficient food reserved for family dinner. I am taking extra shift at steam plant as well, so will not be there. We will see you. Will not be available for market day either, as market is closing down due to lack of supplies. But please try to attend council meetings now and then. Things go on and you are not there. People think you not care. You probably don't. Okay, goodbye.
I'll try calling the number back and see if anybody's there.
Okay. Hello?
Daddy?
Oh, machine did not tell you things.
Yes, it did. That's why I called back.
Oh, so, okay.
I got some extra money. I could see if I can get us some food.
Okay, but I'm still working during that time now.
Well, I mean, but we could still have some. You still need to have some food, so
We can take care of ourselves. No
it's
need.
no trouble.
No, it is okay. That's it, I need rest before the next shift.
You're being stubborn.
You're being annoying. Anyway, need rest. See you later. Goodbye, click.
So go to work.
Okay. How are you getting it? Walking?
Yeah, crazy blood cliff coat on, and then walking to work.
I can't believe I'm wearing the wonderful coat Nikita got.
It's too hot.
Oh, hey! Oh, you're
Hello.
leaving for what? Oh, I see. You're wearing the old cup. I understand.
I don't want to wear your one out, so I'll wear this one out first, and then once this one is no longer,
Yeah.
functional, I'll. You
I
start
guess
using your one.
that makes some small shreds of sense.
Also, yours is a nice coat, not just one to go outside to go to work in. I'll wear your coat tonight when I go to
Oh, yeah,
The
that's
Spire
right. You're
party.
going to the big spire, though, and... Okay. Have fun at work.
you too.
Oh, yeah. Garbage day.
What?
She trudges slowly off into the driving snow, not even looking when crossing the street.
Wait, what's coming?
I don't know. what's
Towards her. Like, is there
coming.
anything?
You want there to be so? Okay.
No, I
let's see if
don't. I
there's
want to just see if there's anything.
No.
No, just the
Okay.
Mighty Man thing.
No. Nothing seems to be there.
Okay, so she's not going to get hit.
I mean, there's a surveyor's truck, but it's parked.
Well, I'll keep watching, but walking towards work and until she's at least across the road completely, just in case.
Yeah, she makes it across the road
Okay.
slowly.
I'll keep getting to work.
Cool.
Start the morning evolutions and stuff like that, but first thing on the agenda is shoveling the snow out of the front of the path.
Okay. You start shoveling.
You want me to roll for it?
No. Everyone does this. You shovel and you shovel. You're not a cripple or anything, so
No.
you shovel and it takes ages.
So maybe it just Moses is her way.
A random passerby sneers at you and says, "Who do you think you're impressing?" Before shoveling off.
Merry Christmas!
You don't say that. There's no such thing as Christmas.
Oh. So nobody celebrates holidays around this time?
What holidays?
Oh.
That's why it's so depressing.
Eventually you finish shoveling.
Now
A
that the-
big truck drives by and kicks all the snow off the road onto the bit you just shoveled. The driver slows down enough to roll down his window and go, "Ha ha ha ha, slut!" and drive off. Another truck moving at great speed that he didn't look out for because he was paying attention to you slams into the truck. Both explode because one was filled with explosive flammable kerosene for no good reason. They die. A passerby looks at that, stuffs their hands in their pockets and go, "Fucking truck fags," and walks off.
first I need to clean out that snow as well, or it'll keep getting splashed up there.
Okay. You arrive at work.
Yeah, go inside. Who else is there?
Oh, the usual crew. There's a transvestite guy. He might also be like transgender, but that's never been clear.
He's got a feminine penis.
There's like dude bro douche and girl who's not as pretty as you.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, hey, it's girl who never responds to my charm and wit. Oh, it's you. The competition. Hello! You're looking fabulous. Ooh, that crazy black glove coat can't be too warm. Oh, hey honey, how are you doing? Come over here and refill my eggnog. I can't be fucked getting up.
Where's the carton?
Oh, you might want to go get some eggnog.
Well, we have to start work soon. I don't think I've got time.
What's eggnog? Alcohol and eggs.
Wait, are you supposed to be drinking alcohol before work?
She's a narc.
Is it in your contract?
Attention staff. As you know, this period is not rotten for sales, so please try upselling whenever possible. Or don't, whatever.
Man, why is everybody such a downer?
'Tis the season to be grumpy. Ha 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 ha.
I guess I'll get changed and start work.
Okay. So you're at work. You arrive at work,
Yep.
which is now the Spire.
Yeah. Which is finished.
Well, it's finished enough.
Yeah.
The interior is designed to be constantly in a state of reconfiguration and change, though. Basically, it's just a big
It's still,
needle up into the sky.
it's still an early access.
Yeah, so in order to complete your work, you're going to need to engage in some microtransactions.
Oh, but like
Thanks to him.
But I have to get like I get like a thing that I might get
Yeah.
the part I
Yeah.
need.
That's how inventory works now, thanks to Ken.
Do I get a stapler? No, it's a hole punch. I didn't need a hole punch. I've got
I
mine.
needed a whole bunch of the non-transferable. Until we go outside the building and engage in a third-party black market economy for supplies.
I can use a hole punch as a staple.
Yeah, punch. Put a string.
Put a
through
string.
it.
Put a zip tie.
Where do you get the string?
Loot box. Sorry, mission crate. Fungibles pack? Yeah, you're right. Oh. Good morning, I was wondering when you'd get here.
I mean, I'm on time.
I know.
Okay.
I actually had planned on you being a little late because of the weather.
I'm never late. Unless I don't show up.
So anyway, we're transferring you to a new division.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was wrong with the division I was in?
You didn't synergize well with the team.
I was the team.
Exactly. So I'm moving you over to Professor Greenbean's division.
Okay.
Hopefully, you'll find that a little less challenging
There was no challenge.
in getting along with people.
Oh. I just didn't need those people, though.
It's on the 64th floor.
Yeah,
For now.
But what does he do?
I'll let him explain that. He's wreathed in grins, and then the grins sort of falter and go away, and he's like, oh. Anyway.
Are you not excited about the grand opening?
Actually, I'm more nervous than anything. It's during grand openings that horrible attacks tend to happen.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, will you be attending?
Yeah.
And your guest will be...
Wasn't we were had to clear this before I...
Well, you don't. It's just everyone's so curious.
It's very odd.
No, really. I mean, you're the player character. Yeah, I suppose it is odd. Why should anyone really care?
Well, you'll see when I show
Anyway.
up.
He'll head off towards the elevator like the saddest, most depressed potential suicide victim you've ever seen.
I also have to use the elevator.
There are like 8 elevators.
I'll use a different elevator.
Oh,
That's Soviet.
In the elevator is a familiar young girl. Oh, hi.
Hey, what's up?
Most of the building. Ah, that was lame.
I've been reassigned.
Yeah, everyone really hates you at your old division. I mean,
There were other people there.
they say I'm autistic.
Well, they didn't.
I am, but you know.
But they contributed less than a cat would. A cat is at least comforting.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they don't have access to super future knowledge, which was barely functional because the technology to implement your ideas didn't quite exist well enough to work.
That's why I made that technology.
I mean, that's why half the department is dead now.
They shouldn't have done that experiment without.
Yeah, no, I agree, that was dumb. They should have realized it wouldn't work. But the point is, they didn't. They don't understand things like you do. And now they're dead. And I'm not even remotely sorry for them.
Well, it was their own fault.
Yeah, pretty much.
And there is a company package that if you die on site, your family is compensated for, so
Yep,
it's reasonably guilt-free.
pretty much.
You seem very chipper this morning.
Well, you know, I am in a new division. Apparently I also am not a team player.
Well, there's no team in me.
Apparently I am not in team. But neither is you, so I have to wonder who's in the team if I and you are not in team. I tried pointing this out, but they just kicked me out faster.
Well, it's not a good team if you and I aren't in it, so... Where are you reassigned to?
Dr. Greenbean,
Oh. Do you know what he does?
something thermodynamic quantum burrito meals? No one would tell me. They just kept grinning.
And then, 3 seconds later, they stopped grinning and moped away in the other direction.
I mean, 'tis the season to be grumpy.
I mean, it happens every year, though.
I mean,
You
but
would
no
think
one has
people
any food or drink to comfort themselves this time.
don't-
Because of me.
What do you mean because of you?
Okay, follow the logic here.
Right.
My brother gets kidnapped by Nazis. So
Yes.
I try to save him by hacking off my own arm. And I lose a lot of blood, and
Okay.
therefore can't really do brain properly,
Yep.
and attach bad. Then
Yes.
I go to rescue him and end up needing to get saved.
It
In
worked
a
out.
perpetual series of needing replacement parts, causing the group to go on an excess number of extremely dangerous missions where they use their powers more, which cause global warming.
That didn't cause global warming.
But it did.
I mean,
The paper proves it. Like inch-thick wad of paper. Oh, lightheaded.
we told you about the global warming situation, right?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
How did I forget that? I'm
have
getting
no
so
idea.
useless. Oh.
I mean, you're probably just tired. Because you print off theses.
Ick, I'm gonna need that back, by the way.
You can have it back. I have a copy. I use it to light fires. Okay, so was there a continuation?
Huh?
Well, you didn't cause global warming even inadvertently, so was there a continuation on how you personally caused this problem?
I mean, I could have killed her ahead of time, then she wouldn't have used the machine. But because she feels guilty for me, she feels the need to fix every problem, so she tried to reverse it with the thing causing the storms, and then that wiped out the food, whereas if you just let it heat her off normally, then it wouldn't have happened. so
No,
it's
she
my
did that
fault.
because she has half a brain and doesn't think before doing anything.
I should defend her, but I can't find a really valid... But her heart's in the right place.
I wasn't disputing that. Anyway, I told Xander to come.
Oh, thank God!
They're get up on the same floor.
Yeah.
And go to the same place.
Are you following me?
And work at the same station.
Are you following me?
Oh, it depends where you're going, I guess.
Dr. Greenbean's lab.
But then I guess I'm following you. Also reassigned.
Oh. Yeah. You arrive. It's a big lab. There's like tables and racks of different kinds of metals everywhere. And in the center of the room is a big ring-shaped device, sort of horizontally, like a giant's hemorrhoid seat, with like clamps and rings. And, well, you've seen a particle accelerator before.
This doesn't seem too bad so far.
A bowl cut and topping a lab coat and a sort of lumpy mashed potato body approaches you. Hello, I'm glad you could both come. Welcome to the team. The Green Bean team.
You should watch
Your
out.
first job will be to think of a good name for the team.
Can I pass this back to you?
No! Your job is to do what I tell you, unless it isn't. You see, I'm thinking, well, anyway, come meet the rest of the team. And little girl you're here for?
She is also part of the team.
And you have more tact than I do.
Well, a little bit.
Well, you have both been assigned here because you're terrible people.
That's
But
objectively
that's
true.
not relevant. I don't care about that. I'm Dr. Greenbean, and I have the best ideas ever. And he brings to the lab. Come meet the team. Now, I want you to forget about conventions and restrictions while you're here.
No.
I want you to only think about what can be possible. About what... He spins around, knocking a thing over with his arm. About how to make everyone's life better with science! Which is the point of science.
That's what I was doing before.
Yes, but here, I don't care that you're an asshole. So you can do it here. You're going to love this project. Have you ever seen one of these before, by the way? He says, skirting around the big donut.
Yeah, I can explain to you how it works if you want.
I can replicate how that works. And I don't need the big ring.
It is
What?
a bit
I mean
excessive.
nothing. I need sleep.
She means that it's possible on a smaller scale.
Yes, of course, but I like the scalar factors in chemistry and indeed in quantum amounts of particles are different, and we need larger scale here. If you want the smaller one, it's over there. He points to what you kind of might have thought was like one of those flotation safety rings on a table. That's for small. Yeah. Now, here's the rest of the team.
I like this team.
Yeah! Everyone walks away because they don't have the vision that it takes to really grab science by the nuts. Now, I understand you have amazing revolutionary ideas that are probably light years in advance of most people in this building, and that's great. And I understand that you are a mathematical genius, and you deliberately take time out of your workday to annoy your brother? It's a gift.
Sometimes I annoy her brother.
Oh, you're related? No!
No.
No! No! Depends
Which timeline?
What?
on what you mean by related. I mean, as in we're both in the same genus, then yes. You're awkward. That's good. In a not good way. Anyway, so, there's plenty of materials here, and no doubt you all are instantly familiar with all of them. But what I am working on at the moment is conductivity on a cellular level in the quantum realm.
Okay.
I need a pure signal passed through filaments from a control unit into an actuator, but it has to happen on the quantum level. Side note, this is kind of what you've been failing to do with your suit because the technology isn't here yet.
Yeah.
So there's a personal gain thing in there for you.
Do you have any more access to technology the previous lab didn't have access to?
Right now, no, but over time we will have access to different modules that we can put in here. And I do have your green bean access cards. These will get you into other lab storage facilities to get the things that you need. But they will get their asses in a twist if you don't sign out the things. Oh, and Dr. Death's lab, you will actually have to ask in advance.
That seems fair.
There's only one way to stop Labour's taxes.
Kill them.